Hi guys, welcome back. Today for our mini lesson, we're going to talk about positive and negative numbers. And let me tell you, this is going to be a fun one because it's really hard to think about in reverse, which sometimes I have to do on a video. So I may make some errors. All right, positive and negative numbers. You all know what a number line is because we use them in class all the time. But most of the numbers lines you see are 0 and above. So we have 0, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. It's all things that you're getting or you have. Now, what happens after 0? Well, it would be like going like this. Now it's things that are taken away. So if we had a full number line, it would look like this. 0, these are the things that we have. 0, these are the things that are taken away. So when we count to the right, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, those are the things that we're getting. When we count to the left, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, negative, those are things that are taken away or that we owe. So if I have 0 and someone gives me 1, 2 donuts, we have 2. But if I have 0 and someone says, here's 2 donuts, but you owe me $2, we have to go 1, 2, we owe 2. Okay, does that make sense? We didn't have enough. It wasn't just given to us. We had to pay for it. So that's what you think of as something that you have or are given and something that you owe or is taken. So let's go through some rules. I'm going to read through them really quickly with you. And just so you know, there's a high possibility you won't be able to read it. And you just tell me later on if you can't read it. So 0 is the middle of all numbers. 0 has no value. All negative numbers are to the left of 0. All positive numbers are to the right of 0. Okay? Now, numbers that are equal distance from 0 are opposites. So an example would be 4 and 4. So regular 4 and negative 4 are opposite values. Adding opposite numbers will always equal 0. So if you were given 4, but you owed 4, you would have 0. Positive and negative numbers describe opposite relationships. Positive is opposite of negative. Up is opposite of down. Above is opposite of below. How much you have is opposite of how much you owe. Okay, so we're going to do these quick problems. Mary Beth is selling slices of pizza at the croissant stand. She has 14 slices of pizza. Or she sells 14 slices of pizza. So, how much does she have to sell? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. We're going to go all the way up to 14. This one is 14 positive. And for positive numbers, we don't actually put in the plus. It's only the negatives that we write. Now, Ryan borrowed 10 drinks from Randy. He owes Randy 10 drinks. So when we draw this one, we're going all the way over, and we're going to put in negative 10. Okay? Now we're on to the side. Mary Beth is handing out soft pretzels at the croissant concession stand. I always want to say croissant. On a cold day, the temperature day is 12 degrees above 0. That would be plus 12. So we want to go 0 all the way over to 12. The number would be 12. Okay? Ryan is handing out corn dogs at the concession stand on a cold day. The temperature is negative 2. That means it's below 2. So we want to go 1, 2, below 0. There's our negative 2. So you see where they line up on the number line, especially when you know that this is the 0. So knowing where they line up is actually a great way to help you count them. So they gave us some simple numbers for how to count them. Adding positive and negative numbers. So the first number is negative 4. Second number is positive 4. The rule was whenever you have the same numbers and a positive and negative, they always rule each other out and become 0. Now, the first number is negative 2. The next number is negative 3. So you're still going in that direction. So we have -2, 1, 2, 3. In the negative direction, you would have -5. So let's do that on this one so it's easier to see. -2, we're getting a -5, so we still go 1, 2, 3 on the -3 to get to -5. So you are always going to go in the same direction if you have a negative and a negative. So they kind of add each other up instead of subtracting from each other because they're the same number. Now what happens, if I can find it, when you get a positive and a negative? If I can find it. Aha, here's one. So, a negative and a positive. How many ice cream cones does Ryan owe Mary Beth? So, Ryan owes Mary Beth 5 ice cream cones. He gives her 4. So, he's already given 4. So, he owes 5. He's at -5. Okay? He gave her, so this is something that he's giving, 1, 2, 3, 4. How much does he have left to pay? He owes -1. So the answer for this one is -1. Okay? It's a good way to do it. All right. When Mary Beth started handing out soft pretzels, the temperature was -1 degrees. By noon, it went up 15 degrees. So we're adding 15. Okay. We're going to do this way to make it a little easier. I don't know if that lines up the way I want it to. Okay. So -1 degrees. We're going to add 15. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15 degrees is 14. So it would be positive 14 degrees because we're on the positive side now. But the other way to think about it is when you add a negative and a positive, you're subtracting. You're just saying 15 minus 1. Okay, let's try again on this one. Mary Beth is handing out cotton candy at the concession stand. She has 12 cotton candies. She owes Ryan 7 cotton candies. How many does she have left? Okay, so we're at 12, positive 12. And she owes 7. So owing 7 means that we're going to go that way. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. She paid the 7. How many does she have left? She has 5. So once again, it's like subtracting. Okay? Uh-oh, 2 negatives. Ryan owes Randy 9 drinks, and Ryan owes Mary Beth 2 drinks. How many does he owe in all? Okay, so what happens when we have 2 negatives? We're adding. So 9, 10, 11. He owes 11 drinks in all. So these are nice, simple ways to think about these problems. Positive and negative. So the rules, when you're adding positives, you count to the right. Let me write these out for you. So, adding positive numbers, you count to the right. If you're adding 2 negative numbers, you count to the left. You're still adding them together, but you're counting to the left. If you're subtracting 2 positive numbers, count to the left. Okay? But if you're subtracting to negative numbers, you're counting to the left as well. Oh, no, subtracting, huh? You're counting to the right. So, if I had -2, but I'm taking away -2, you're going 1, 2, you're at 0. Make sense? Okay. Now, when you're adding a positive plus a negative number, you are counting to the left, if I remember correctly. Okay, so helps if I use the right one. Adding a positive and negative, so we're going to say 5 plus -1 equals. So 5, we're going to add -1, but that takes it away. So we count to the left. It would equal 4. Whew, I wrote it right. When you're subtracting a positive plus negative number, you are counting to the right, I think. Oh, sorry. Let's make this an even easier thing. I wrote this as an easier way for me. So, when two different signs subtract, when two of the same signs add. That's the easiest way to write it. So when two different signs, you're going to subtract. When it's two of the same signs, you're always going to add. Now, what happens if we get, which hopefully would never happen, -6 minus -3 equals. Okay? So, the thing about this is you're going to look at this sign separately, and then you're going to put these two together. What happens when you get a negative and a negative? It becomes a positive. So -6 plus 3 would be -3. So if you get a sign right next to each other like that, it's always going to be a positive. Luckily, we don't write because we don't have the positive. You don't need to do that. You would just do positive plus 6. Got it? But subtracting negatives, you're always going to change one of them to a positive. So it will equal each other out. Make sense? All right. Hopefully this helped in a little bit. I know there's a lot to think about with positive and negative numbers, but if you use a number line and you remember the super simple rule of when two different signs are there, subtract, and when two of the same signs, add. That is the easiest way to remember it. All right? Hope you guys had fun. I hope I helped a little bit. It's a lot to explain without having you right in front of me. But see you later. Bye.